Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another exciting video session. This is Andrew from Advanced-PCs, and this video I just wanted to talk to you guys about internet connectivity and internet connection. It's like this past week has been like an internet connectivity craze. At least here in like the Northern Virginia area, it's like many of my clients were experiencing some issues with their internet connectivity. So just in the event that you're having some, internet connectivity issues, just wanted to give you a few tips on some things that you could do to kind of like troubleshoot the issue. I've made some videos similar to this in the past as well, but just wanted to do an updated version. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, let's say you're having internet connectivity problems, it's not connecting to the internet, it's slow, etc., etc. I'll give you a few tips. First, let's start with getting to the command prompt. So going, in Windows 10, just click here. If you're running Windows 7, you would click on Start and type in. You should be able to get this option where it says like you're searching, and just type in CMD, which is short for command prompt. Now mine is blue, so don't worry about yours is typically going to be black. I just changed my color to blue because blue is my favorite color. So what you want to do once you have the command prompt that comes up, just do ipconfig. And what ipconfig will do is it'll pretty much just show you your IP configurations. So this gives you your IP address, and this will give you your gateway. And your gateway is pretty much your router or your modem, so to speak, right? So essentially what you want to do first, you want to do a ping. So do a ping to 192.168.1.1, and this will give you okay. So if you're getting a reply back, which is exactly what you're looking for, that's a good sign. The other thing that I pay attention to is how fast you actually get the replies back. So 1 millisecond, 5 milliseconds, 7 milliseconds. So when you start getting at this speed, this is kind of like what you're looking for. If you're getting something like 60 milliseconds, 70 milliseconds, then your connectivity is probably along it's kind of a slow. So this is one of the first things that you want to do. So check this, see what the ping speed is between you and your modem. The next thing you want to do is, let's do a ping to, the common website like Google. Okay, so once you're doing a ping to Google, what you're gonna get here is, let's see. I actually have my Android next to me, my phone. So when I just said Google, it just went off. Anyways, so you want to see what the milliseconds in times are. That's what you want to look for. So this is pretty decent. Okay. Now, another thing that I'd like for you guys to check out as well. So that's step number one, and I'll leave that up there. Another thing I want you guys to check out is go out to the internet, and remember, pay attention to this guy right here. Your default gateway, which is your router or your ISPs, your internet service providers modem. Okay, this is your gateway to the internet. All right, so what you want to do essentially from here, just type in that number. This is how you're able to get to your like the web interface of your router. So for me, I have Verizon Fios. Okay, typing in this IP address here in the web browser will allow for you to go and kind of like maybe do some configurations there and see exactly what's going on with your internet connection, and see whether or not if you can even get to this page. That's also another way to test whether or not if there's something going on with you, the connection between you and your modem, your router, etc., etc. Now, you should know what the login information is. If you don't know what that is, then you would need to reach out to your internet service provider to find out what the login credentials are to configure this guy right here. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me just give you another test that you could do. Here's also another thing that I would test out, go to speedtest.net. Okay. Speedtest.net also is another way to test out the connectivity speed of your internet. Okay. Just let the site load up. I think it has a couple of ads on there. Just don't click on any of the ads. Just you want to click on this big go button right here. But I think the site is still loading. But just to give you an idea of what you have in terms of speed, connectivity speed to the internet, that is. Okay. All right. Good. So it's fully loaded. Go ahead and click on go. The first thing it's going to test your ping speed. So it did that already for me, 10 milliseconds, which is kind of like the average. And it's going to test the download speed, which is what, for me, I mean, files should be pretty solid. It should be close to 100 or something like that. As close as possible to 100. Okay, so 88 megabits per second download. Now it's going to do the upload speed. Now, these should be pretty decent speeds. Like you should be close to like 100 or more in terms of download speed. In terms of upload, you want to be somewhere around there, like around this. It should be like 50 or more, or maybe 40 or more, because sometimes the upload speeds could, sometimes internet service provider starts you out at like maybe 50 megabits per second or sometimes a little bit lower. So just kind of test these guys. If they're extremely low numbers, then your connectivity is horrible. Now, these are 3 different things that I just gave you in testing out your internet connectivity. Going to your command prompt, testing the IP address configuration, pinging that IP address, and then also going out to the web interface of your default gateway, which would be your router or your modem, and seeing whether or not if you can actually get access to that page, look at the configurations there, and then also go on a speed test. Okay, 9 times out of 10, if you're having connectivity problems, it's most likely your internet service provider. But you want to do some troubleshooting on your end if possible, and these are a couple of things that you can do. But I would definitely reach out to them and say, hey, listen, this is what I have. These are the results. I tested out. We're having really poor internet connectivity. What's going on? Can you guys like do a test from your end to see exactly what's going on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's not much that can be done other than they need to do some stuff on their end. Also, another troubleshooting mechanism is just rebooting your modem, rebooting your router. If you have 2 of those devices, make sure you unplug. Rebooting mean pretty much like unplug them for like a few minutes, plugging them back in again, and have them load up all the way. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna give in terms of like troubleshooting, tips for this session. If you guys have questions, as per usual, and if you're not too sure, you're not too comfortable doing any of this stuff yourself, feel free, shoot me an email at support at advanced-PCs.com. Like, share with anyone that that could benefit from this material. Yeah, like I said, shoot us an email if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. And this is Andrew again from Advanced PCs, and in Advanced PCs, we keep it simple. Until next time, take care, guys.